Hi guys, this is Gathering Rust Hobby Farm. Today we're looking at the beehives, and we're going to our first attempt at a split. This is my wife Tracy, and again it's our first time, so we're going to learn together. Tracy, got anything?
Wish us luck. We're going to do a full hive inspection before we actually start our split.
Alrighty, here we go. I need gloves.
Those are bigger than these. Plug in for you. These are small. Now we've got our hive sufficiently smoked. But we're bringing a secret weapon today too. This is a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar water, and it just squirts out. It'll keep the bees busy licking one another instead of trying to sting us. Not that our hive is aggressive at all, but being that we're new to beekeeping, it kind of lessens the intimidation from the bees. Here's a telescoping cover. You'll notice some bees on there. It's fine, we're going to prop this up against the fence. And this is just a feeder super. And the feeder super allows us to come in the spring or during times of lots of rain and add a feeder bag inside without having to worry about the bees being robbed. So I'm just going to set this over to the side. Once the bees fly off of that, we'll be able to throw that away. You'll notice that I separated the feeder cover. Here's an empty super that I kept that in. I separated the feeder super with this cover. Oh, an extra set of hands. You also know that some of these were having to pry loose. I was just in this hive yesterday, kind of poking around, trying to see if I could spot the queen. And they've already sealed it again with bee propolis. Some more bees. The inner cover. I'm just going to gently prop this up so no bees are harmed. And they'll fly back to the hive, not a big deal. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the sprayer. We're going to give these bees a smoke and a spray and hope it just keeps them a little bit busy. Probably busy cleaning, busy cleaning. All right, now this is the honey super that we put on top. And you can see it has a queen excluder here between it. It's this little white line. That's a queen excluder. So in here, we're not going to find the queen, but what we will find is we will find some empty hives where the bees are coming up to lay their honey stores. I don't want to spray that entrance again with smoke then. So this is an empty honey frame. It's a plastic frame coated with wax, and you can see the bees are on there and they're starting to build up the comb. Oh, sorry little guy, I didn't mean to pinch you.
And they haven't been in there very long.
They've not been in there very long at all, but they're starting to build it up. So this will be just a honey super for the bees. And you will see there's a little burr comb on the bottom of it that'll need to be scraped off. Let me shake these bees off in there.
When did you add these? You had this?
I added this about 3 weeks ago. And my full intention, get off of there, is to hang on to all that for soap making.
Soap making.
All right, gently put that back in there. I know the queens aren't in here, but I want to check some more of these. I want to check at least 2 more of these to see if they're starting to build up in there. There's some wax. Let's see, I think most of them are on this one, which was almost next door. Go on, baby. I think we can successfully take this one off. I don't want to crush any. All right. Put it on top of this hive over here. This empty hive.
We're going to use that.
Well, it has to be set down on top of something. It can't be set on very low. That's why I want more of those bars across. Yeah, you got it. That's pretty easy, right? Just right on top of that. So that was the honey super. This is called a queen excluder. Let's spray them with some more honey too. I'm gonna keep you guys all busy today. Yeah, these have calmed down because they're busy cleaning each other.
We need to mention though, we're in the middle of summer. It's late June right now, so still really warm outside.
And you don't want to get into your beehive on a cloudy day, a rainy day, or a cold day. Let's take those off. They're all settled back down. This, oh, sorry. This is a queen excluder. You can see the little gaps here. They're big enough for a regular bee body, like a worker bee or a nurse bee, but they're not big enough for the queen to fit through. The queen is too big to fit through there. That's why it's called a queen excluder. You can also see the bees have built some burr comb here. I'll remove that before I put it back on there. The queen excluder is useful in keeping the queen down in the brood boxes and keeping her away from the honey stores up on top. She can still access honey to feed from in the brood boxes, but this allows us for an extra honey store on top if we want to harvest it, or if we're worried about feeding the bees, we can keep them separated, or not growing too big of a hive too. I'm gonna prop this up against the fence. I'm gonna spray them again. Baby happy. There's an extra tool in my pocket. I got it. Okay. I just want to get my finger on it. I'm trying not to crush it. You hold that side. Got it? If you want to hold it up, I'll point it out to the viewers. Get a little close. So we pulled up this frame of honey, and you can see there's capped up here. There's, let's see, empty frames of capped brood. Looks like we have a queen cell there. Look that off. All right, and if you look around, we're gonna look for the queen, and we'll make sure she's not on this frame before we shake them off and give it a closer look. It's cat brood and some honey. I'll show you the difference. Oh, I got it. I just want to make sure she's not on here. This is a good heavy frame too.
Now, did you put these on the same time you did this other one we just showed?
No, this one was put on
A little bit longer?
no, about a week after we bought our hive. So
Why are you shaking?
I'm shaking it so I can take a closer look. So if you look, I'll show the viewer. This is all capped honey. I can't hold it with one hand, so give me a second. This is all capped brood. And if you look really close, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see some baby bees, the baby bees, all in there. Oh, don't crush the honey. Turn it over. Same thing, capped honey and a little bit of capped brood. So I'm going to clean this up before we stick it back in there.
Okay.
You want to clean it up?
I was going to hold it.
Yeah, so make sure I put it on the corner, not on the bee. This is all honey. It's very, very heavy. I'd say probably about 5 pounds. All honey. I'm looking for the queen. She should not be there eating. She should be laying. You'll notice we stop to smoke and spray several times. We just want the bees to be happy, keeps them less aggressive, and helps us to do our work just a little bit better when they're happy. Yep. All right, so as I'm looking at this one, you can see it's very clustered, but what I'm looking at too is when I look down in there, I can see what looks like little eggs. I'm gonna flip it over and give it another look. So this is a brood frame. And I'm trying to see if the queen is laying fresh eggs on here. So that one's not really got, this is fresh laid brood on one side. I'm trying to check the other side. I am on the lookout for the queen, always.
Can you point it out, maybe?
All right, it's a little hard to see on this frame, but on this frame, what we have is emergent bees. So we have, sorry, you have some bees that are, their caps are open, and then we have this little guy here. His antennae is formed. These guys are still white. They're still coming out of there. They're still forming, still being fed. And see, this little guy is starting to chew his, or her, because technically most bees are female. This little girl is starting to chew her way out of the frame. So these are bees.
Newborns?
Yeah, newborn bees. I'm a bee mommy. There's some queen cells on here that need to be knocked away.
That's what I was just looking
So
at.
this is a queen cell. This is a queen cell. Check out how full the hive box is. I bet she's over in this cluster over here because they're rolling with her.
This right here is a lot of honey. And this was really covered entirely with bees. So we had to shake them all off. You can see on this one, you can see the honey really well. And the next one is even more covered.
Hang on. There's drones on this one. I've seen 2 drones, 3 drones. Oh my goodness, eating up the bee bread. Another drone. Little bee butts hanging out are real cute. Oh look, there's a baby bee. I just wanted to show the bee butts hanging out, which I think are absolutely adorable. And then this little guy way up here, his little head sticking out, looking cute. Hello. Who are you? Hang on.
Oh, I found her.
You did?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm so jealous. Tell me. Where's she at?
Right. I can't point. Right in that area. Where'd she go? It'll definitely hurt. Underneath those guys.
Right here?
Right in that area. Where did she go? Definitely hurt.
Longer than the rest?
Mm-hmm. Here she is, right here.
Where?
Right here.
Let me hold you. Point. Point. Yay! Go show her off. That is her. Good job, Denny.
She won't leave, will she?
No, she won't take flight.
Here, you show her. Because I'm holding.
I'm holding too. Hang on. Let me pop this guy up. Since I know it's not a clean in it. All right.
They're over top over there.
Over where?
Watch your head.
Sorry, I need to find her first.
Right in that area.
Where'd she go? Well, we found the queen bee, so we're trying to just point her out to you, but we've got to locate her again first.
You got a key on that bottom?
She might have flipped over. Oh God, this one's covered.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. That's
I don't see her.
definitely her though.
Yeah. We can't point her out to you because she's lost again in the crowd.
We'll find her.
But she's in here.
Back over. Where in the world did she go?
Incognito. Let's get a camouflage.
If we shake it, if she'll stay on there.
Shake it in the box.
Yeah.
Go back and shake it in the box if you want to. That's the reason why I said she was still in the box.
That's honey, isn't it?
Yep.
Why is she on along with honey?
If I get the tree, get them food, honey. There she is. Right there.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't lose her. I gotta walk around.
She's right here now.
Yep.
She's on the edge right here.
Right here is our queen. Hold it up real close and steady.
Right there.
Oh, where'd she go? I lost sight of her now.
Right there.
She's in the thick of it. Right in there. See her with the big abdomen? She's hiding underneath all the bees. We're carefully going to put that one back in there. Let's put that back in there and get her taken care of.
From the original hive and this one, and then the rest will be empties. We put the excluder in between these two supers, and what's going to happen is we'll put this one on top. The queen is down in the bottom brooder where we found her, and all the worker bees are going to come to the top into this hive. And in a few days, maybe in 24 hours, we'll come back out and check on this one, see how it's going, and then we'll introduce, we'll take it off and move it and introduce the new queen to that hive.
Need help lifting that on top? Or they're bearding at the bottom. Gently put them on. Fresh one. I heard it crunch.
And then you want this on top?
I can use this one. I'm going to put this feeder box on top there. Good girl. Come on, good girl. Everybody's tired, I know. Tired of being messed with. Trying to give them something to clean up, I'm sorry.
Something to come to?
Yeah. up.
deal.
What's that?
Cool deal.
And brick on top, please.
For today, that's basically it. We're going to clean up our mess, and that'll be it.
Make sure you don't have any active stingers on your glove. Beware of active stingers on your glove, and it is a sting sticking in there.
And the poison is not in the stinger. It's on the top.
And a bee stinger can still sting you without being attached to the bee.
After a period of time, we went out and took the split off the top and put a queen into the new hive. And as you can see here, this is the new hive from the split. And right here, you will see with the dot that the queen took and has been established into the new hive. We're so excited to announce that we have successfully completed the split. Thank you so much for joining us here at Gathering Rust Hobby Farm. If you like these videos, hit the bell icon, like, subscribe, and share them with your friends.